Good morning, Kit Moffett with Northwest Team 9, Planning Operations Section Chief. Giving you the operational briefing for Monday, September 26th. Northwest Team 9 assumed command of this fire, the west zone of the Cedar Fire, here this morning at 0600. So mostly the same operations going on that were going on with Pacific Northwest Team 3, the team that timed out. We have reduced the number of branches. We have no branches, and we have 5 divisions out on the ground, so mostly the same stuff. We've got, I'll go around the fire here, starting in the north side of the west zone of the fire, up here around Constitution Grove in Division Alpha Delta. This whole side of the north side of the fire in the wilderness has stayed put over the last week or more, ever since the east wind event that pushed it. The work that's going on up in this area is all repair of work that was done to create lines, indirect lines up on the end of the 1958 road, on the 305 road, and on the 310 road. We've completed some of the cleanup on the 305 and 310. We've got a big pile of debris, slash on the end of the 1958 that we've been stacking up, and we're going to figure out how to process that and deal with that out on the end of the 1958. Constitution Grove continues to have some point protection resources in place there, just in case this fire did start to get active on the north side. We'd be able to pull the trigger on that. And then the 19 road going all the way back out to this north side of the fire here has been cleaned up. All the chipping is complete on that section. Up here in the south of Buffalo Rock off the 19 road, that daylighting operation that they had to prep that line on the road there is now complete. And yesterday, with the hot, dry weather that we had, they got some test fires going in there to see if they could bring that fire down to that control feature on the 19 road. Not pretty limited success on that, which was expected. That's a north-facing aspect, and it's going to take a while for some of those fuels to dry out. But if we could get that pulled down the hill and locked in on that control feature, that's what we're looking for. So looking at that again today, but we're thinking not a high probability of success in getting that done. But that's okay. There are RHs in that valley bottom. The relative humidity in that valley bottom has been really high, and so we're feeling pretty comfortable with that. Out here in Division Yankee on the west side of the fire, that was burned down to that control feature very successfully over a week ago, and that thing has been mopped and is in patrol status and is looking really, really good all the way down through that Division Yankee. We're going to really be reducing the number of resources in that area over the next couple of days. Coming down around the corner here into the southwest side of the fire, this is our priority area, obviously close to the values here of Oak Ridge and the surrounding communities. Pretty good success yesterday in getting fire aerially ignited in the upper elevations of Division X-ray. So they sent a helicopter out there, and from about the 2,600 elevation foot level and up, they were able to get some of that stuff lit. The whole idea there is to get that fire down closer to or even to our control lines on our terms. So we're reducing the amount of fuel out there between the fire itself and where we can handle it down here on our control features. That work will continue today. We expect another day of marginal burn conditions. They did also do some test fires right along the road and the control feature yesterday. Those were expected to be marginally successful, and we'll try that again today. Again, looking for every opportunity we can to pull that down. Coming down into Division Whiskey, there's a little bit of an area right here near drop point 82 where it's been indirect, and that's been sitting in the same place for several days now. So they're looking at different options there, finding out if it's the best plan to bring that thing down to the control feature, fire it out, or whether it's best to just try to go direct. It's fairly steep up in there, but try to go direct. It hasn't also been very active, so we may be able to go in there and either put some line in or cold trail that and call that secure. So working on that today. In Division Uniform, in this Eagle Creek area, that fire has continued to stay put on the south-facing aspect on the north side of Eagle Creek. So right now, we're going to just continue to monitor that. We are ready to go to fire along the road on the south side of Eagle Creek, but we don't want to introduce additional fire in there if the fire is not going to move south of Eagle Creek anyway. So we're taking a look at that and reevaluating that on a daily basis. coming around the corner here down to Fuji Mountain. They pulled a hose lay going up that trail to Fuji Mountain yesterday, and they are watching the fire off on this east end going up towards Waldo Lake. And it hasn't really done much. If it picks up a little bit, they will run a heavy helicopter in there, but it hasn't moved much, and they don't expect to have to take much action in there. That's the operational briefing. Thanks for watching.